Hey there, friends and fans of video games. Head Got Shanked here. I'm starting a new project tonight, but before I do that, I would like to tell you a story. This story begins in the year 2012 when an independent game developer called Almost Human released a video game called The Legend of Grimrock for PC. As a fan of fantasy and a occasional player of dungeon crawling games, Legend of Grimrock appealed to me, so I bought a copy. Unfortunately, though, I didn't enjoy it. In fact, I disliked the game so much that I went on to GOG.com under the screen name Patwater and released a rather negative review about The Legend of Grimrock. And it wasn't a total smear job. I did have actually a fair number of positive things to say about the game. However, I did give it 2 out of 5 stars. And after writing the review, I walked away, didn't think anything of it. Honestly, in 2012, I was pretty young. Nobody knew who I was. Not that they do now. But it would never have occurred to me as even plausible that my opinion would be able to persuade any significant group of people. However, fast forward to about a year later, sometime in 2013, I happened to be casually browsing through the pages of GOG.com, and I came across the page for The Legend of Grimrock. And much to my surprise, I found that my review had become the top-rated review of that game. As of the time of this recording, on February 18th, 2016, there are 1,815 users who rated my review as helpful. Well, this led to a mix of emotions for me. On the one hand, the review was, I think, well written, and I was proud of my writing. And also on that same hand, it actually got me some attention from other gamers who had liked my writing and wanted to hear my opinions on other games. So I thought that was pretty cool, and that was in part what led me to the decision to start this YouTube channel. But at the same time, I couldn't shake this feeling of, I suppose, guilt, remorse, because I don't like saying unkind things about other people's work, and it really bothered me that I had gotten this attention for myself by posting a negative review, when I had posted dozens of glowing reviews for other games throughout the website. And for this game, which has so many positive reviews for it, and which clearly has been enjoyed by so many people, for that game to have a page where the top-rated review is a negative review, it hasn't sat well with me since. And so, since 2013, this has been in the back of my mind. Well, fast forward again to 2015, when actually more than one fellow GOG user contacted me through the messaging system there and pointed out to me that a sequel had been released to The Legend of Grimrock. And did I have an opinion on this game that I'd like to share? So I thought, well, here I am, some 3 or 4 years later. Perhaps I'm older and wiser. Perhaps my expectations will have changed. Perhaps my criticisms have even been heard and even addressed in this sequel. It's not the craziest thing to imagine. And so I thought, here's my chance to do something about this. Here's a chance to see if the Legend of Grimrock can maybe redeem itself. And maybe I could redeem myself as well, in a sense. So, I am going to be releasing a series where I will be recording myself playing The Legend of Grimrock 2. And I'm going to review it after I finish playing the game. I'm going to be comparing it against the prequel, and I'm going to be judging it on its own merits as well. Going to keep an open mind here. But I'm actually really hoping that I find a lot of positive things to say about this game. So that's everything I wanted to say about this. Thanks for listening. And look out for me to play Legend of Grimrock 2 here on your Head Got Shanked network. Alright, well, thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.